Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Creepypasta theme. So, last episode, is that Jane? Oh my god, Jane! Oh my god, Jane, what happened to you? Also, you're wearing your old dress, but it looks like it's less informed. I just made you a new outfit, Jane. Why the hell do you not have your new outfit on? Jeff, quit being insane. Jane's back. Okay, so last episode, Jane did go missing. We went on a bit of a grinding session, basically level up Jeffrey, actually. Hello, small dog. And Jane went missing. It said she was taking out some work rivals, and then she never basically showed back home, really, which is, like, really weird. So, Jane's back, and, well, she looks a little roughed up. I don't know what happened to her, but I'm glad she's home back safe. And also, the new outfit I made her is now gone. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to give her that outfit back, because, like I said, I want to keep things new. Also, I still love Jeffrey's design, by the way. But Jane, welcome back. I'm glad you're safe. Like I said, we were all worried about you, Jane. Even probably Jeff. But, yeah, maybe not Jeff. We're going to have to patch her up, though, because she's looking a little rough. Alright guys, so I did patch up Jane the best I could, as you saw, but yeah, those cuts are going to be staying on her face. She definitely has some new battle scars that she got from wherever she went. Those work rivals she, I guess was fighting with, definitely did a number on her, but I'm glad you're alright, Jane, all around. I'm glad you're alright, got some new battle scars, but that's okay. Now, I do want to say, to start this episode off, hope you guys are doing great. Now, there is one thing I did do in this episode. And that being that I've added some new characters. Well, by the new characters, from last episode, you saw that we did add the SCP Foundation, which was a very requested one, to come into the series, actually. And secondly, being, well, in general, that I've added like 5 new characters. So, I do want to explain what you saw last episode. You know, cut the little roleplay part out real quick, because we added Bloody Mary, and she is not in the internet creepypastas because we have to actually go get her character eventually. Well, I wanted to do something a little interesting. I will say for this series, I've added some survivors that will be very special survivors that we can turn into creepypasta characters. But I did add loads and loads of characters. In this series, I've added loads of them. Of horror characters, survivors, and a few creepypasta characters that we're going to have to go collect ourselves to add to our teams. Now, I did do one thing, though. Off screen, I actually did make something. I'm going to pause the game right here. I do want to show y'all something real quick. So if we go to join a club, we have all the base Sims clubs. But there's going to be some interesting ones that you have seen here. So the SCP Foundation has its own faction. We're going to call these factions. And for like team-wise. So for like the lore and story of our little Sim story we got going on here, this is going to basically be the factions and the teams and who's cool with who and who's enemies with who. Now, I've only added a description. Like I said, this was actually something I did just make just recently. But we're going to see details. So the SCP Foundation is like the only one with like any type of description. Turn over your souls and be ready for a new era. So we have the Plague Doctor, as you saw from the last episode, SCP-0173. That is a very fan favorite. SCP-96, and then SCP-35. Now, I will leave down below in the description where I got 96 and SCP-35, because they are not mine. I did make SCP-173 and the Plague Doctor. On top of that, with the SCP Foundation, they are basically full-on chaos. Like I said, they just want to hurt everyone and cause the most chaos. Turn people into the new era. And on top of that, we're going to go down some more. Slender's Moxies. Now, there is no one here besides Jane. And I know Jane is not a Slender Moxie, but I am going to put a team for Slenderman, because there's going to be a certain character we're going to be adding soon who, well, he's going to be Slenderman's rival soon enough. And he's going to have his own faction. So, Slender's Moxies is going to be basically Team Slender. Who's on Team Slender? Who's basically cool Slenderman, and the only one who's actually cool Slenderman at all is Jane. Sunday's Moxies, though, like I said, this will have way more people later in the series, but Slenderman does have his own faction. It keeps starting me all the way up here. And then the gaming creepypastas. Now, this will be a very interesting faction. Now, the ones that are in here is Herobrine, Ben Drowned, Sonic.exe, and MX. Now, like I said, I can't put dead plants on here because the dead plant's literally just a plant. So any gaming creepypastas we added here. Well, I did want to make Sonic his own faction, to be fair, but honestly, maybe Sonic can have his own faction, maybe. But I do think gaming creepypastas will be fun. Because like I said, I got some characters I want to add for the gaming creepypastas. I'm not done with them yet. And the reason I didn't want to put SCP-173 on there, or SCP-96, because I know they have their own video games, but I didn't really want to add them on this list because the SCP Foundation's a really huge creepypasta with just like massive universe. And I didn't really want to add, all the SCPs on here because there's only 8 people you can have on here. So I gave the SCPs their own faction, and the gaming creepypastas are going to be in their own little area. And the last one, the last one for now, is Troy's Toys. This is my original creepypasta character. He's going to star basically the Troy the toy maker, Danny the robot, which actually, by the way, Troy is going to be rebuilding Danny after the feud they had with Bloody Mary. Cal the cat and Jane the killer is in this faction. She's literally in the Slender's Moxies and Troy's Toys. The reason so is because that deal Troy made with Jane is going to, I'm not going to spoil nothing, but you'll see what the deal was about. And let's just say they have a common goal. That's all I'll say for those two. But Jane has joined Troy, and also the Smiling Fool is also in this faction. Like I said, all original characters. Jane is the one licensed one in this list, but there's a reason for it. You'll see soon enough. And what Troy's Toys likes to do, which is basically the only people that's going to be in this list, is anyone who really makes an alignment with Troy. And so, I will have to add that later on, but like I said, there's going to be feuds. I decided to make this a thing so everyone knows who's on a team, who's cool with each other, who's going to be having a fight with each other. Now, all these other factions of the SIMS that made it for default, we don't really care about them. They're just humans. We're going to most likely kill them off anyway. But there is going to be one other faction that I do want to make later in the series, after I make more of these characters first, because honestly, I'm not ready to do this just yet. And that is a Survivor faction. Because the Survivors that I'm going to add, I'm going to create more characters to add in this list, but there's going to be real Survivors that are actually really tough to take down. And I did want to make this a part of the series, because after I create all the creepypasta characters I want for this series, it might be a little stale. I did think about that, and it might be a little stale for, well, at least my liking when it comes to, I know y'all don't want to see, us just kind of do whatever and whatnot and just kind of, fuck around. Even though this game could be funny, it could be annoying, it could be a lot of things, it could be badass sometimes. I wanted to make a thing where after we got all the creepypasta characters we needed in the series, we can go down and collect characters, kind of like an RPG, and take down survivors. We hunt people down specifically and turn them into creepypastas that are already the characters that you know and love, so it makes it very interesting. Not like we just go get, for example, let's just say, you see this guy over here? You see this fucking guy over here? It's not like, Slender could just turn him into a vampire and we can make him into a creepypasta character. Because, to be fair with you, there is a YouTuber named Lorenzo, as y'all know. He's already done that before, so I wanted to do something a little interesting, not just do the things you've already seen. So I make really strong survivors, we take them down, turn them into creepypastas, and there is a high risk in this stuff. The survivor's goal is to take us down. They're going to be the antagonists. I mean, they're technically not. We are the antagonists. But to be fair with you, they're going to be the main thing we're going to try to kill and turn them into creepypasta characters. Their goal is to kill us. And there is one goal. There is one fucking goal about this. I'm having a stutter, my bad. But there's one big problem about this. If they do beat us, if he beats Sonic, Sonic dies. Now that's going to be the big thing. Now these survivors, their goal is to basically kill us to make the world safer. And we're going to try to kill them and turn them into basically one of us. And if they do beat us, that character's gone out the series. That's the risk about this. No, because I did want to make this more like doing other Sim series where if you die, you just revive the character right after. No. I want to make it really interesting. Like I said, I know we've got a connection with these characters, but if we die and we fuck up the fight, they kill their character for good. They're not going to be in the finale. They're gone. With all this blabbing around and talking about the stuff we're going to do in this series, we're going to go hunt down a survivor to give you all a little taste of what we're going to do. You know what time it is, guys. We're going to have a brand new... This is either going to go two ways, guys. Either MX here dies trying to reunite with his brother, or we're going to get a new gaming creepypasta. MX has been collecting dust this whole series, and now he actually gets to be put on the front lines. I'm going to stop talking. Let's get to the episode, and let's hunt down our first survivor. We're done with the building. So, I've made a lot of changes to the gaming creepypasta household and the, well, Slender's household, basically. And I'm going to give you all a little bit of a tour real quick what I changed. So, we're actually going to start off with Slenderman, the classic creepypasta. So, I did this for every room, for every character. So, you see these shelves, which you can probably already guess what I did here. Also, we'll talk about that in a second, but these shelves are going to be like what these characters treasure the most. For Slender, for example, little dolls he collected, his little music, along with a cow plant berry he collected, an ambrosia tree he made, a crow he took from Grimm, which, by the way, oh, whoa, what the, well, I guess the crow just disappeared. See these pages? So I did something unique for each character for kill count. Basically, all the rooms are going to have, well, basically be very themed after them, as you can see, but I added shelves to basically show you what their biggest treasures was. The best treasures will basically go in their room. And for kills, I wanted to do such a thing as a kill count. How many pages there are is how many kills Slender's got. And for other characters, I wanted to fit a theme for each character. So Slender, when he kills someone, pages. Jane, also Jane, you have a bunch of demonic shit in your room. You have to clear all this out. I'm going to get rid of these, but every time she kills someone, there's going to be an urn placed into one of these black roses on her, table side of her bed. Along with, she also has her own shelf of her treasures, which she's not collected that much, to be fair. I also have one for Smile Dog as well, which I thought was very interesting. So Smile Dog has a shelf, and there's basically going to be just like big-ass gravestones and urns all around his bedding. And his treasures, what he collects because he's a hunter dog, is going to actually be on the shelf. And mind you, Smile Dog did collect a death flower one time, so he gets a death flower. Now, I did do shelves for him, which he's only collected two things that he liked, was a little freezer bunny plushie and a picture of a teddy bear. There's no question. He took this picture on his own, and apparently he likes his picture. So, you know what? We put it on the damn thing. Jeff the Killer is a little odd and a little out there sometimes. But you might be saying, what is his kill count? What does he do? Jeff does not give one fuck about style. Let's be honest here. So Jeff is going to be the only character that's just going to have bodies in his room. Straight bodies. Urns, gravestone, and the more kills he has, the more bloody this room's going to get, too. Now, for Sally, oh my god, who destroyed her dollhouse? For Sally, she has her little shelves. They're like really cutesy, and she collected a bunch of little, skull bunnies. That's the only collectible she has for right now. But yeah, I think it's kind of unique to have Sally basically every time she gets a kill, it's going to have a teddy bear with an urn on it. Now, just a quick little recap. Slender, every time he kills someone, there's going to be more pages. Jeff does not care. He's just going to have them like in his room, and it's going to get more bloody. Jane, for her, it is going to be the black roses. There's going to be urns inside of these black roses, which I'm going to get rid of these because she has no kills right now. She has 0 kill count. So we'll be adding more roses in her room the more kills she gets. And Sally has teddy bears. And Smile Dog will just have urns kind of like Jeff all around his little bedding area. Now, on to the gaming creepypastas. And here we are, back into the gaming creepypasta household. Now, I will say one thing real quick. I will say MR.L is probably going to be one of my favorite creepypastas in this series for how awesome he looks for one, but two, he's also a spellcaster. I did not mention he was a spellcaster, and these two are both having an evil laugh together. Bonding, I guess. But as I was trying to say, MR.L, he's a spellcaster. You might be saying, why the fuck is he a spellcaster? Well, he has shape-shifting abilities, teleportation, can go invisible. Vampires can't really do that. Like, none of his powers really match up. Mind you, you can clone yourself, like he can in his actual creepypasta. You can teleport. Visibility, stretch. But, you know, he can still do most of the powers, because like I said before, in the beginning of this series, I wanted to make these creepypasta characters the most accurate they could be, for one. Secondly, I also want them to have, like, their powers. Even if we gotta stretch it out sometimes, like Sonic's My World ability. That is purely cinematic, but awesome, regardless. But, also, another thing I did, Herobrine is also he's a back to being a spellcaster again, which, please say he still has his familiar. Because they did fix the, I want to say thank you, SIMS, because you did fix the eye thing, and Sans is back. Lovely. Mr. Sans, but yeah, they did fix the eye thing, so now he's back to having white eyes, and without having to be a vampire. Welcome to the household, MR.L. Now, I'm going to be done ranting about the new characters, and, well, the redesigns. Let's get into, what I've changed. Now, before we get to all the classic characters, that I changed about them, hello, Herobrine, I do want to go in this room. So, this is going to be, like, this new section of creepypasta characters for gaming, because up there's, like, PvZ, and all down here is, like, Herobrine, MX, and Sonic. But Mr. L's room is based off the... Thanks for interrupting me, Mr. L. I was talking about you too. Yeah, sure, you like fitness. Lovely. As I was trying to say, this is Mr. L's room. I did base this off the Creepypasta and FNF at the same time. It's got like both half and half. Because he doesn't really have a genuine area. So I did decide to do some little interesting for him, but this is his room. Now, I will put an image on screen right now. That's what I should have based this off of. It's all meaty, veiny, and there's also an eyeball in the middle. That does look pretty badass. You got a cauldron. Try to make it, because it kind of matches like all the meaty and veiny stuff, which is sounding very dirty now that I'm thinking about it. And also there's a bedroom. It's a very basic room, but it's actually quite cool. Fits his character. And this is because of Mario and the ghosts and all the fucking faces, because he also was like Boo. There was a section in this Creepypasta that made it like a lot like Boo. So yeah, that's Mr. L's room. Hope you guys like his room. Also, his shelving is going to be next to the eyeball right here, and his kills, kind of like Jeff the Killer, but he's going to be more formal about it. They're going to be lined up. It's going to be a big old line. Well, if he even kills that many people, that is, but it's going to basically be like a big line next to the eyeball, and on top of that, the shelves are next to the eyeball too. So all his stuff is going to be basically in the middle, which is going to be pretty sweet. Now the next room we're going to go to is something more classic, and that's going to be MX. Now, MX, he's going to be very similar to Jeff the Killer, but he's going to put all his things, no like little room, trophy room or nothing, but he does have shelves that are lined up kind of like the Mario game, like I say, kind of like a platformer. They're kind of mixing the walls and that. Oh, lights are flashing. Nice to see that there's some demons coming into our house. But no, they're all going to be in this little mystery block right here. All the people he kills are going to be in this mystery block. Now, I didn't want to do something more for him, but he doesn't really keep kills. I mean, he just mushes people and kind of goes on with his day. So it's kind of difficult to think about what I want to do for him. If you guys got any ideas how we can make a better kill for MX, give me basically a suggestion. For now, he's going to put all his kills in the mystery block. Now we're going to go to Herobrine's room, which looks a little different, but not too different, honestly, all around. We're going to go into this little spare room he has, which is going to basically be his trophy room. We're going to go in here, and voila! So this is probably one of the cooler ones for its own trophy room, but he has an enchanting table full of books, and the kills are all going to be on the left and right side of the books, and his trophies are going to be on these shelves that are also going to be like under the kills. So shelves on the left and right of the bookshelves, and his kills are all going to be down here. Now the final room is going... Well, thanks, Sonic, for... Oh my god, Sonic's at the zoomies right now. But like the next room is going to be Sonic.exe's, and I did base this off of his... the way he actually keeps trophies. Here's his shelf. It looks like a pike. It looks very fucked up. The only thing he's collected is a little bone drop. Actually, hold on. Have you collected more? Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh shit, yes you have. His shelf is right here of all the collectibles he's gathered and what he treasures, which is actually, like I said, Sonic was the one character I didn't really have to control. Well, speak of the devil. And he's already in his kill room admiring his stuff. And now he's out there. Oh my god. Sonic, you got the zoomies like crazy, don't you, pal? I did say, like I said, for Sonic, like I said, he's been like the only character that like was him, Slender, and I would say probably Jeff. Even Smile Dog, for that fucking matter, has actually gathered up so much treasure by themselves without even with me controlling them too much. So he has like collected this little tribal piece, some like, well, a jaw of a cow plant. Stop being so crazy, Sonic. Oh my god. Sonic, calm down. Jesus. Gotta help the viewers with your treasures. I know you're excited. But he also got this Mooncaster lid that goes for crazy money. And also, you got a statue of Tails, basically, and a little treasure box. This is stuff that he treasures, and it's going to be basically on his shelf, which actually holds a lot, too, so pretty awesome. And now on to his kill room, which I think is probably one of my personal favorites, because it's actually the way he does trophies, and that is pikes. Oh my god. Now, I will say, Sonic is the only character in this series to actually kill people. Also, on top of that, the cow plants, the reason they're here is because every time he goes hunting or goes scavenging, he's collected these. And we're going to pretend that he basically killed a cow plant and ripped their fucking skull off. So he's killed 2 cow plants, one human, and then one werewolf. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, he just jump scared the fuck out of me. Relax, Sonic. You just mind your stuff, huh? Yes. Yeah, this is a very Sonic.exe thing for you to do. Just you admiring all the kills you basically doing. Just, reminiscing over your glory days. And, you're still in your glory days, matter of fact. So, thanks for visiting us, Sonic. Yep, that was perfect timing. What? MR.L's getting to his first fight. What the fuck? What? Whoa! Oh, shit! Oh my god, they knocked off his hat! Oh! Shit, there's a burglar in this fucking house. I didn't even notice the burglar. On MR.L just fucking beat her. Let's go. Burglar's scared off. Mary and Mr. Oh my god. Also, Chompers, your job is, same with you two pea shooters, is to kill the burglars. Why the fuck are you... Even the little ghost. Dude, they got that one girl. We killed her friend episodes ago, and she's just trying to get her revenge on the Creepypasta characters. Jesus. Also, MR.L, she knocked off your hat. Look, I love you to death, man, but you're really cool looking. But no one wants to see that cranium of yours, alright? You have to put it back on the hat, please. But yeah, that's really about it. I just really wanted to do something really cool for our new character, and also make a really cool system, a kill count and a trophy system. So now we can see what our characters got, like, it's like the real history of our characters' adventures, and whose kills are the highest. Which, so far, is just Sonic right now, from my knowledge. Slender's as well, but, we never collected his kill. Oh shit, What are you doing, MR.L? Okay, you are not dying the episode you just got gathered in. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna make sure you wear this hat in every outfit, but put back on that cranium, I guess. Oh, and I just almost forgot, by the way. I did make this as well as another reference, because like I said, this entire area is a big reference to all the gaming creepypastas. I mean, I've already said that before. I mean, there's PvZ, Minecraft, hell, even Green Hill Zone with the fire and stuff. And it's referencing all the creepypasta characters. So I decided to give MR.L a reference along with the MX, obviously with the pipes and stuff. But yeah, doesn't this look familiar? This is actually part of this creepypasta too, the forest and the car. Very interesting. I also love how we have bunnies now. They're so cute. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this episode off here. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. And tell me what you think about MR.L, the trophy system, and the kill counts. I wanted to make this episode one of the best progression episodes for the series because, like I said, I know y'all want me to add more characters and create more stuff. Okay, I already know that. But there will be a limit soon enough. And I also made factions and everything, so... Actually, hold on one second. Before we end off this episode, there's one thing we gotta do, because I just remembered it just now. Now that I reminded myself. Yep. Let's add MR.L to the gaming creepypastas, because he deserves to be in there. Bada boom! There we go. Alright, now MR.L's part of the gaming creepypasta faction. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I honestly had a lot of fun this episode. We made a lot of progress just in general, because the whole faction system, the kill counts, and the trophy system. Oh, I would love to see what y'all have to say about it down below in the comments, because I do think it's a really cool idea. Like I said, if y'all don't like it, that's cool. And also, if you do like it, tell me how to improve on it. I know y'all want me to add more characters, so we're going to basically be going crazy on just adding characters after characters, and then trying to focus on those characters for the big finale. And I'm going to remind y'all one more time, though, use hashtag T3B if you want his character in your saves. Show me some love, and hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next episode!